Thank you, Senator Portman. And, I have a lot of respect for my colleague from Oregon, who unfortunately just left the Senate floor. But, Mr. President, there they go again, right? On the Senate floor, the senator from Oregon just said Republicans cut off unemployment insurance for millions of families. That's a quote. When in reality, what we just witnessed, if you were watching on the Senate floor, is that the senator from Oregon objected to restoring unemployment for millions of Americans. That is a fact. That's just what happened. So he says one thing, and again, I think they get a little bit careless because they think the national media will just report what he says. But he said, I object. When he said I object, here's what he meant. I object to restoring unemployment benefits for millions of Americans. That's what the senator from Oregon just did. There's no denying that. And right before he did it, he said Republicans cut off unemployment for millions of Americans. That's just not true. Not true. He just objected to restoring unemployment benefits for a week, $600, for millions of Americans, just like the senator, Democratic leader from New York did last week. Then he said, short-term extensions are not enough. That's another quote from the senator from Oregon. But he didn't finish the sentence by saying, and because I objected, they're going to get zero. So think about that one. Short-term extensions are not enough. Sounds good. So he objects, so there's no extensions. Again, that's just what happened on the floor. And Mr. President, he didn't say one thing about this issue that Senator Portman and I have been discussing, which is good faith negotiations. There's not one senator in this body that believes that when the Democratic leader comes to the floor of the Senate and says, take the $4 trillion Speaker Pelosi bill passed in early May or nothing, that's good faith. It's almost by definition bad faith. So I think our colleagues who are trying to negotiate in good faith but are getting locked down by their leadership are having a bit of a problem because they know this isn't good faith and they know people are suffering. And that's why we got to work together to get to an agreement. But what we cannot do, Mr. President, and what I fear the other side is starting to do, is use people who are suffering as leverage in negotiations. That's not what we should be doing. We should be working in good faith to try to get to an agreement, and we should be making statements on the Senate floor that are actually factual. And what just happened here was that the senator from Oregon objected to American citizens getting their unemployment benefits restored. That's a fact. I yield the floor.